Welcome back, everyone. Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, here with Everything RV's podcast. And this podcast is for all of you out there that are currently camping or in the event that you're looking to get out and do some camping. My job with this podcast is to bring you the information that you need so that you can go out and make memories that will last a lifetime. And today, I am honored to bring to you a special guest here from nuCamp, and this is the current CEO that is running the company, I should say, not the country. But without further ado, let me bring on Jesse. Good morning, Jesse. How are you today, sir?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing great. So anyway, Jesse, for those of people out there that may not know who you are, why don't you tell them, of course, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Absolutely. Love to. So my name is Jesse Mullet. I'm the president and CEO here at nuCamp. My dad was the founder, started back in 2005 with a little piece of cardboard and started in his garage at home. And I've been a part of it ever since then, more of a distant through the first phase of it. And then I joined nuCamp in 2012 and have been working with the team here, working with Dad ever since then. So it's been a really good, fun, crazy, eventful journey. But I am very grateful to be here, to be part of this incredible community and this great team.
That's awesome. Now, so when you started in 2012, what kind of things were you doing? Were you kind of like maybe the janitor and things of that nature?
Yeah, pretty much started pushing the broom and started out in production. Before nuCamp, I was working in a storage building company, building storage barns. So we would work 90-hour weeks and be gone a lot. So I needed to change, have a little more of a family-oriented lifestyle. So I started in 2012 and worked out in production inside of a Tab 320, finishing out the inside of the unit with shades and with countertops and the cushions and making sure every little detail was completed. And I did that for about 6 months. And then I moved into the production side on inventory management. So making sure everyone in production had their items that were that they needed to produce the unit. I made sure they had everything in place, waiting for them so they could continue building. So I did that and kept the factory clean, organized, neat, and that's really where my passion still lies is efficiency and cleanliness and extremely high quality product. So yeah.
Well, I can tell you, and I can tell you from my experience, I've been up to your factory now probably 5 times, shooting videos and so forth and perusing through it. Just came back from a trip up there. Be having some videos dropping here next week. Well, no, actually this week. I'm getting my days all messed up because I've been gone for so dang long. But
I'm with you, and it's election. It's just before election week, so I don't want to be running the company, or the country. I can handle the company, but the country,
right.
That's a different story. So,
but I can assure you that yes, your factory is a very precise, and I mean they have the systems down, and it's a very clean factory. And I've been to a lot, and yours is one of the cleanest ones out there. So, but now you mentioned something about family. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about your, if you'd like to share like what you do in your off time?
Absolutely. Well, this year my focus has been family and business. So those are the top priorities in my life. Last year, actually today, 1 year ago, I started riding my bicycle from Niagara Falls to Key West on a fundraiser trip. We did the trip in 10 days, raising funds and awareness for a charity that I'm passionate about. And we did it in honor of my grandpa, Mel, that passed away on this day in 2020. And so it was this morning, just as I was out running, it it was just a good reminder again of how important relationships are and family. And so miss my grandpa every day. And he was very much a part of where nuCamp started, with my dad and grandpa starting working on one camper in their garage back in 2005. So kind of surreal to think back and the relationship with my grandpa, and just the person that he was. And just a shout out to his memory. He was very laid back, quiet. He listened a lot. And one thing that I always remember about him is that he never judged me. I made quite a few mistakes in my life, and he never judged me, never had a harsh word to say, but was always there to support. So that family oriented, I guess, heritage that I have, I want to continue building that with my mom and dad and with my wife, beautiful wife Karen, and we have four little kids. So from 8 years old all the way down to 5 months. So
that's awesome.
Very busy with family and with the company. Those are my two most important things this year.
Well, so now, do you mind sharing with the people listening and watching here a little bit about, the transition of nuCamp from 2005 up until today?
Sure. Well, I don't know how much time we have. That's probably a 10-hour story, but I'll try to condense it. I'll condense it as much as I can. 2005, Dad again started with Grandpa just building teardrops. Didn't know what that was before that year, and they were always entrepreneurial. They were always doing something new, it seemed, and so they found the teardrop world and loved every minute of it. So we built that up over the years. In 2010, I believe we built 457 units, and then continued growing from there as the teardrop market kind of evolved and grew exponentially over the next couple of years. 2012 or in 10, we brought in the tab 320. We bought that from Dutchman RV. They had built that for a few years and then ceased producing that due to the volume level. And so we brought it in and we redid some things and put a wet bath inside. Just again, infusing our Amish craftsmanship with, really the European styling. That was in 2010. Again, the RV industry or the teardrop world continued to grow. And over the next few years, we tried to keep up with demand and produce really, tried to keep up with the demand as we built a new building, new facility here. And then in 2017, our contract ended with our distributor at the time. And then we went from being Pleasant Valley Teardrop Campers to rebranded into nuCamp. And that was in 2017, where we kind of went out into, blazed our own path, I guess, into the world with the dealerships and started creating those relationships directly with nuCamp. And so in 2017, that transition happened. And then we added the truck camper, which is the Cirrus truck camper, to our product line, and then have continued just building new things, just trying to be on the edge of the market and to see what customers want, what the needs are, and working on continuing to do what we do well and innovating Amish craftsmanship with European styling. And we're working on some very cool new products as well that we're excited about. And I can't talk about in depth too much.
Right, I got you.
The latest products are the Tab 360, which we introduced this past year. That has been a huge hit. It's a little taller, a little wider, a little more room inside for those of us that are taller than 5'5".
Right.
But that has been going very well. especially in this, really slow RV season where the economy is tough right now, and prices are prices for bread and milk are crazy expensive, and gasoline. So we're trying to move with wisdom, and really put out to the customers what they want, what they need, and then just supporting our dealers and our customers very well. And that's what we hang our hat on just the support that we can give from our team to people out camping, and then also our dealer network. So very excited about those new things coming.
Certainly. Well, and I tell you, so you've experimented with a couple things. You came out with an Avia back a few years ago. Do you ever see that coming back, the Avia, for those that were like that particular floor plan?
Yeah, I mean that's a different market, right? It's out of the teardrop market. We still have plans to bring that back at some point. Could be in the next couple of years. We want to make sure that we do the teardrops very well. Get the basics really dialed in, even more than they are now. Making sure that our quality continues to increase and our warranty continues to drop. We're currently running about half of where the warranty levels usually are in the RV world. So we're a lot better, but we're still not ever good enough. So
right.
We're really focusing on that right now, is just to increase our quality from where it was, going from good to great. And then we would be looking at bringing in a bigger units in the future. So I can't talk too much more about that, but
right, I got you.
We are working on something pretty cool.
That's good, because I know that in talking with a number of tab 400 owners, that they would like to see one that's a little bit bigger, maybe 2-axle. So, and I know you can't go into things if that is even something that is on the radar for you all, but no, you all do a great job. You came out with that Barefoot, which I thought was a very, very intriguing camper, and I think it's well built, because there's so many campers out there that that they come out, they make something, but then they fail to, on the quality side, get it right.
Yeah, the Barefoot is a very good product. It originated from the UK. We have a good relationship with Barefoot UK, and working together to continue building that unit. It's been a different dynamic, because it's a totally different unit, right? It's not a teardrop per se. It's a fully fiberglass shell, and the interior is very UK, if you will.
Yes, style. It is.
And we've Americanized it. We switched the door to the other side and mirrored everything. So we have a lot of work that we did on it, and to make it viable for the U.S. market, and we're excited about the product. It's finding the correct customer, or finding the customer that appreciates that build and that styling is different than our a typical teardrop customer, or even the dealers think about it differently. So it's working with dealers, getting feedback of, hey, how can we improve it, and also where can we get it out to, or how can we get it out to the right demographic, the people that actually want to see fiberglass and that type of a unit. So it's been challenging, just like any other new product. Nothing's ever easy, but it is an exciting product, and it's a cool niche, very high quality product with the complete fiberglass shell.
No doubt. I think that's the biggest challenge, I think, in explaining to them people, because when they look at the cost of that, getting them to understand that, listen, this is a one-piece fiberglass molded camper. You don't find those out there. There's very, very few that make them that way. So, but great product. And I think one of the biggest things that some customers really like about yours is the fact that they can match for your, the tab 320, the tags, the tab 360, the tab 400s. is that they can match the colors to their vehicles.
Yeah, we have a full state-of-the-art facility here, paint facility, where we can, really, if we have a paint code, we can match any color out there. So that's a capability we have here, and we love doing that. I just walked out on the line last week, and there was an orange and black unit out there, which again depends on what NFL team you go for.
Right.
Like and maybe not, but just right. The capability of doing special colors that make it unique for that customer, that's exciting to see. And we all get around it and check it out, and yeah, it's a highlight for us to have those custom colors come through once in a while.
Certainly. Now something that you just recently opened up the service center across from your main building, because you used to have just a small service center. At what point did your new service center open up?
So we built that in 2021, I believe, and we built it for again better customer experience. The small building we had before was just small, and it was hard to, customers would come in, they didn't really have a sitting area, they didn't have space to go while their camper was being serviced. So that was a dream of mine to, again, give the customer a better experience. And so we have, a 50,000 square foot facility here where we do, again, we don't do a high volume, but the customer experience when they come in is so much better than what it has been. And we also do some warranty work, some hail damage, insurance work, kind of the things that are maybe harder to repair or harder to replace out in the field. We would bring some of those units back here and back to the factory where we can have a little more control. There was a couple of hailstorms last year throughout the United States, and we were able to help our dealers repair some of those in-depth damages. And that we brought back in our service center. So we're able to support the dealer as well as the retail customer to come in and, if they're in the area, even stop in and say hi and take a tour. So couple camping sites out back. So if anyone ever wants to come through, free for first come, first serve, come in and use the facilities and hang out with us for a day.
It's awesome. Yeah. So now the tours of your manufacturing plant, what are the times for those?
So those are 10 a.m. every day, Monday through Friday. So it's about a 40-minute tour, and you're on top of a mezzanine, so you walk through and you see the lines from a bird's eye view. So it's a really cool experience to not just see something happening, but to understand our company, understand our vision, our goals, and then also see, talk to the people out on the floor and see what we're building and the masterpieces we're creating. So it's a very, very good experience every day at 10 a.m.
Well, so, and then with them being up on the mezzanine, they get to see some other items up there, because you do some other work up on the mezzanine as well, don't you?
Yeah, so up on the mezzanine, we have a lot of our pre-assembly that we do that supports the lines, right? So we found that the more we can do, the more support we can give the lines, the better we're able to flow. So we'll bring all the woodworking, the cabinetry upstairs. We'll do final assembly, final pre-assembly, and then we'll move those items to the ramps, and then the ramps will drop down to the lines. So it's pretty cool to see. That was not our original idea, but we worked with a couple other companies to implement those ramps down onto the lines to, again, just support the next I don't know what you call it, the next customer down the line. So starting with our state-of-the-art cabinetry and custom wood shop, really, from there through to the end of the build. And yeah, it's a fun thing to see. I walk out there almost every day and just spend some time watching the team, talking with the team, and I enjoy that every day.
Well, I'll tell you. So now, why would somebody want to buy a nuCamp?
Great question. Well, first of all, we're the best, right? I mean, the best quality in the industry. That is something we hang our hat on. Is the best quality in the industry, and also exceptional customer experience. So you get a lot more than just a camper. You're part of a bigger group. Our customers are incredible customers. They have very tight community that as soon as you enter into that community, we'll take care of you, really. And that's not just nuCamp, but the community in general is very tight-knit community. And I see posts on the weekends all the time. Somebody's out and they have an issue with their heater, figuring out how to make it work. And so there's 10 or 15 comments of, hey, have you tried this? Have you tried this? And almost in 10 minutes time, you can have the issue figured out, and the customer can go on camping. So those are fun things to see, that community, that tight-knit community. And then we have a team dedicated in-house as well. If someone calls in, we have techs that are on call Monday through Friday, and we try to take care of any issues that come up, any questions, user error. Sometimes gas isn't turned on, or some of those little things that when you're out camping you don't really think about it maybe. So those are things we can help with as well.
Yeah, they get well. What happens is when they're out camping, because I take calls from my customers as well, and it's just that they're frustrated, and when you're frustrated, then some of the things go out the window, right?
Yeah.
Now on the techs that are on call, what are the hours for the techs to be able to be contacted?
So right now they're on call from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay. Eastern time. Again, the community really jumps in after hours. They know almost as much as we do in-house, so they jump in and answer issues on call almost 24/7 outside of our business hours.
Perfect. Well, that's awesome. Now, there's one other thing that you all do every year right up by the plant, and what is that event called that people may want if they have a nuCamp or they're getting a nuCamp that they may want to join in on?
Highly sought after event that we do, really a homecoming to the factory. It's called uCamp, and if you can Google uCamp, it'll pop right up. But we have 300 to 400 campers that come back to Sugar Creek every year, and we do a week long of events and camping and fun times, wine tasting, and wine and cheese. If you're not familiar with the community, we're in the heart of Amish country, and wine and cheese is a big thing in this area as well. The little Switzerland of Ohio is what Sugar Creek is called. So you have all the local fun things we do, and then we do tours, 3 to 4 tours a day, and then we have events like cornhole tournament, trivia. We have ambassadors that are here from all over the United States that come in specifically for that, as well as vendors that come in to do training on equipment. Hey, how does your the system work? How does your air conditioner work? So we have vendors that actually come in and partner with us during that week to give the customers Q&As and just more tools, I guess, as you're out camping to make the experience just so much better. So that's a very fun event, and we enjoy it very much.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I think that we've hit on all of the information that one would need to know about nuCamp, and I'm sure some of the owners out there may have learned a thing or two today. So, but I do appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, because I know things are hectic for you guys. But thanks again, and I wish you all the best, and looking forward, excited to see some of the new products you have coming out. I was not able to see them when I was up there, but I'm excited to see them once they finally hit the paper.
We are excited as well, and then thank you for your time as well. We're here to serve. More than anything, we are here to build the exceptional, and that's not just campers, it's people and it's relationships. And so that's what we're passionate about, and we'll continue to do that as we get through the election and into 2025. So thank you for your partnership.
Well, hey, listen, you have a great day. Thanks again.
All right, thank you.